You already know what I want to talk about nonstop.
Your apartment?
It's the only thing that's on. Yeah, how amazing it is to do renovation. The best thing to do in New York City is renovation, and the most highly competent and intelligent people on the planet are those that do it, the contractors.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that we should put them in charge of a lot more than just renovating apartments, because they're so incredibly efficient at doing that, that if we gave them responsibility like, I don't know, running the CIA or foreign policy, I think that it would be a fascinating experiment. Yeah, they've never done anything wrong. This week, Trump became my hero. When I found out that he absolutely did refuse to pay contractors and like put them out of business, and I was like, I already like this guy, but now he's a genius. Now I get it. If you haven't renovated a place and you hear Trump do that, you're like, what a scumbag. Once you renovate a place, you go, oh, he's brave. He's a brave person.
He's a trendsetter.
He's
trailblazer.
This is my life matters. my apartments matters.
It's like a sit-in. What is up with contractors that they all suck? Why is that the thing?
They don't all suck, but I think
incentivized to suck. They're incentivized to go very slow.
Break it down.
So that way you have to pay them per day. And then you ask them, hey, what'd you do today? And then they'll just say a bunch of words that you don't know, so you can't really verify it. But they're really just trying to stretch that shit as long as possible.
But they don't have like integrity. They're just not like, look, I'm incentivized to do a bad job, but maybe I could.
This is the good thing about this is truly why shit gets built faster in the South. Illegals.
Oh, they got them here too?
I was going to say Christianity.
But y'all got unions and shit. You got to go to the stupid fucking rules of building. Texas, right to work state. There is no union.
Yeah.
Mexicans building everything, and they're not. They're incentivized
They're trying to get to the next job
or whatever the fuck. You know what
So
I mean?
what they do, they'll give you like a little estimate. They'll be like, it should only take us about 2 months and about this much. And then 6 months later, they're like, we ran into some things. Yeah.
And every time you make a little change, it's a few more $1,000s.
Yep.
Even if they say that they're going to take off money from something that they fucked up, they find ways for you to pay for it in other things. You went through some renos?
Yeah, I was doing my mom.
Oh, the place.
He used to be a contractor. You don't remember this?
But it is.
I was scamming people in Rockaway for 6 years.
But it is a fucking.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was supposed to be 2 months.
They got you or what?
It took 8 months. It was supposed to be 2.
Yeah.
How do you fix this?
Wow. So here's the tricky thing,
I
right?
had to fire them, get another crew.
one in.
Yeah.
And then that's a whole different process.
Yeah.
Even getting like work orders. A couple things that are going on that I'm realizing. One, it's probably very similar to like mechanics in that when you drop your car off, most of us have no fucking clue what's wrong with a car, how to fix a car, et cetera. So you're at the mercy of their integrity. Mm-hmm. If they have a lot of integrity, they're gonna be like, hey, you just need brake pads.
Yeah.
If they got some bills to pay that month,
that's why you find a good mechanic, you stick with him. My dad would drive like an hour and a half to our mechanic.
Because he trusted that guy.
Trusted him.
So in this business, if you know that you can make, so if the arbitrage is what things cost you and how much you can charge, and you know if somebody's naive like me, right, or my wife, we don't know fucking jack shit about what's going on, then you can make a lot of money. Other thing that I realize now is like when you're renovating, if you cannot move water or electric, but basically water and gas, if you cannot move it, don't.
What do you mean by move it?
So like
changing the system,
exactly,
move a toilet,
like,
move any of that shit.
That's what took me.
So that
we switched over from oil to electric heating. Oh my god!
Why would you switch over? Oil's better.
Nah, for a big house and especially the old houses, they lose heat a lot. So it's like,
wow.
and then the oil volatile, so it's
price of the heating because it was oil.
Yeah.
But what about your stove? Is still gas or?
That's gas.
Okay, good. Because now you know all the new buildings in New York, you have to have electric.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick because in life, there are certain bad habits that we can't mention because of YouTube rules and we don't want to break them and get banned. And if you have that bad habit, you need to check out Fume. Okay? They look at the problem in a different way. Instead of quitting cold turkey, which is incredibly hard, why not just make your bad habit a good habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Like I said, it's flavored air instead of vapor. Instead of electronics, it's completely natural. And instead of using harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get what I'm saying? Instead of bad, it's good. It's a habit that you are free to enjoy that makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume right here comes with an adjustable airflow dial. You hear that click? Design movable parts and fidgeting. It's very satisfying for any anxiousness you might be feeling, just getting it out. I probably ruined the audio for the last 3 seconds, but I felt good while I was doing it. Anyway, Fume is the move. And if you have this bad habit, you got to check this out. It's got a nice weight to it. Look at that walnut looking finish. I don't know what wood that is. I'm not a real man, but it looks beautiful. This right here is the Solano. Gorgeous, weighted, nice carbon fiber looking ass tip. Fantastic. Slightly softer finish. And right now is the best time, truly the best time to start your good habit with Fume. Because it's flagrant and we always hook y'all up, you will get an extra 10% off when you use our code. So head to tryfume.com/flagrant and use the code flagrant for an additional 10% off.
Okay, so when you start moving those pipes, you need to get crazy permissions, and also you have to really dig into the floor below almost. So now you're fucking up your neighbor's shit. And luckily our neighbors are cool, but if they weren't, you like really inconveniencing them in a crazy way.
Yeah.
And they're gonna renovate the floor above us literally when we finish. So we're gonna be sitting through that. That's gonna be fucking miserable. But I get
Why
this.
don't they do it at the same time?
Because the woman there is getting all her paperwork and everything lined up, so she's renting it out right until she thinks she has all that done, and then starts it. She's smart, but it's like, and I get it in New York. Everything you do, like in Texas, you got your land, you put a kaleidoscope on your fucking thing, you put
No one cares.
it's no one's gonna. In New York, anything I do to my apartment could really hurt the people below
We're
or
on
to
top
the,
of each other in
Yeah.
New York. In Texas, we're next to each other.
Exactly. So like, I get why there is more rules, but god damn, bro, this shit be fucking me up.
Yeah, it's rough.
And it's like, you don't want to have to like, I like to speak to men in a respectful way. You know what I mean? Because it's condescending to be like, why didn't you do what you were supposed to do? Like, I'm not your babysitter, bro. Like,
And you put up cameras?
no.
Oh, I like 3 months in, I was like, fuck it. I got Wi-Fi, put up cameras. So now I could just see, like,
Are y'all working?
are you working?
How'd you even think of that?
Because
Somebody put you onto that?
No, I just thought about it because once it took longer than what he said, and I saw the price keep going up, I was like, fuck this. And I didn't see that much happening. So I'm like, and then I saw him. There's a couple times where they're just on their phone for mad long. I'd be like, yo, dude, what's up? And he's like, oh, my bad, blah, 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 blah. And then I had to fire them.
You fired him, got a whole new team?
Yeah.
And you told them you had cameras in or no?
No, I told him, yeah.
New team. Because that's going to keep you on your P's and Q's.
We had
But
stuff stolen from the bathroom in Italy, so we put cameras in every single room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even
they'll-
the bathrooms.
They'll steal the materials and be like, I don't know where it went.
Get the fuck out of
Like
here.
if they have extra, you're supposed to return that and get that money back. But then they'll just be like, oh.
So this is the tricky thing. In a business where you are incentivized to overcharge or not disclose things so that you can make more money, you're always gonna have some form of scumminess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like for example, like, and I don't, maybe insurance companies stop this or whatever, but like, what if doctors told you had more shit wrong with you so that they could chop you open more?
1000%.
It'd be fucked up.
It's crazy.
But
Hospitals will offer like anybody can get an MRI. Because the point is, you pay for the MRI, which is crazy expensive, and then if we find anything wrong with you,
And you're
fix
going to
that.
find something wrong. Low-key, they do that shit.
Yeah, they
oh,
are. They
really?
Are doing it.
Now, is there any? I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if we found out that doctors were doing more surgeries than they really needed to do, they would get their license revoked. They would have all right. Or
not
no?
necessarily, dude.
It's happened recently.
Wait,
There was
with
there was a place in Florida where they were giving out a ton of like tummy tucks because they were basically like really fast at it, and they're giving it to people that didn't really need them. They were just being like, you could use one, like whatever. And because they're fast at it, they were like pumping people in and out, getting them out before they were off anesthetics like too quickly. Like
They're
they're pumping people in and out.
prescription drugs and shit.
Son, I had a
That's a good ass
small example. I broke this part of my finger right here, like kind of slopes down. They were like, "Hey, we can get you plastic surgery, blah blah blah. It's gonna cost like $4,000." And then my mom was like, "No, we're not. We're getting a second opinion." And I was like, "Mom, these are doctors. Like they're telling me I need this." And then she took me to my uncle who lives in Louisiana. He took me to like hand specialists, and they were like, "The surgery is gonna hurt. It's gonna have recovery, and it's probably still gonna be fucked up. Don't do the surgery. Save $4,000." Then she told me she had a doctor tell her she needed a hysterectomy. Didn't need one. That's fucking crazy.
Before she had you?
That's some racist shit.
After she had me.
Because that's like a problem going on in black and brown communities.
And they're like, yo, how do we
Convince
stop these
them.
motherfuckers from having kids? Cut it open. Hysterectomies take out your uterus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It makes sense.
the doctor told my mom she wasn't gonna be able to have kids because of a thyroid issue. She got a second opinion. They're like, just take this drug, you'll be good.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That to me is like,
Like if she just trusted if my mom who stopped going to school at 15 years old is in a foreign country.
Yep.
If she just was, you know what I mean? If she was like, well, yeah, the doctors are right.
I think immigrants are gonna, because of like the language barrier, they're just gonna kind of trust me.
Yeah.
And then I've heard,
white coat syndrome. You're just like, there's a doctor. Like,
Yeah.
If they got the white coat on, it must be true. That's why they give that shit to fucking pharmacists.
The white coat? Oh,
Yeah.
so you just trust them?
Yeah, because if like a pharmacist, what do they do even?
Yeah, they do nothing. They count pills.
Yeah.
But if they got a white coat, I feel like they know what's going on in the pill.
That shit is fire. White coat looks sick too.
Yo.
Like it fits well. It's got like your name embroidered on it.
I'm just Indian, so I know pharmacists, and I know how they were too dumb to even think about medical school.
Yeah.
Like I could have been a pharmacist.
No. Like yeah.
You know what I mean? Like think how fucking retarded you are.
I knew a
That
pharmacist.
I could do your job.
I literally, like growing up, a friend of mine, his mom was a pharmacist, wore the sickest white coat, had like the stethoscope for some, like looked like
Stethoscope.
Who's
Oh,
just
crazy.
checking
Sometimes
out?
they have
They be
to
wearing
step
it,
Look
bro.
at my ass, dude.
Cosplaying.
Bro,
Cosplaying.
Imagine this. I pull up to Kmart. She's there. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I work here. I was like, what? Or like working at the Kmart pharmacy.
That's so funny.
Like,
bro.
you go to Kmart every day.
I'm saying the
for your
attitude you
job.
give me to go to a fucking CVS.
I was like, this is crazy.
You ever go there and they're like, prescription's not gonna be ready for an hour. Hey, bitch, it's 12 pills. That's 10 of them right there.
You think you're better than me?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
Nah, that is fucked up.
How'd you break your finger?
I don't even, it's something I was trying to work on something in the garage. It's fucking embarrassing. I got a frail ass body.
Probably a Twinkie, Yodel, something like that.
No.
It's going
You
in,
bit it?
going a little crazy.
Oh, giving them cum hitters? Wasn't even, but I wish it was something cool like that, like fingering girls
Yeah.
and not fucking them.